What's going on, guys? Black Scout Survival, and today we're going to be talking about the karambit. I'm going to be talking about my favorite karambit for EDC and for defensive applications, as well as showing you some techniques that you can practice at home. And this is going to how you can use it with a karambit and how it can also transfer to empty hands fighting as well. So I'll show both of those techniques. So hopefully you enjoy it and stay tuned for the video. So let's talk about my favorite EDC karambit, and this is the Emerson. This is the combat karambit. A few years ago, we reviewed the super karambit. Now the difference between these two are the combat karambit is a little bit smaller. I think maybe it's not called the combat, it may be just be called the karambit, but it's got a 2.5 inch blade, whereas this one, the super karambit, has a 3-inch blade. You know, this is just really big. It's a lot bigger handle, so it kind of like just, you know, you really notice it in your pocket. So that's why I went to the smaller version here. It's just as capable, and it fits really good. Now the benefit of the Emerson is this little lip right here, the wave feature. And what this does is this pulls your pocket as you're pulling it out and opens up. So like a standard folder, you got to get out and try to flip out. The Emerson, all you got to do is under, you know, stress and duress, find that ring, twist out and pop out, and you're, you know, ready to go. The blade's out for you. So it also has a huge thumb hole right there. So if you're using it like a standard, you can just open it up there. Now the benefit, another benefit of the karambit, you know, this is an Indonesian weapon used in a lot of different Filipino martial arts, but the two identifying features here is the retention ring and the curved blade. Now you look at something like the SOC P, which I do like as well. It has the retention ring but not the curved blade, and that's going to play a big part in the type of fighting you use with the karambit. It's really designed for really close quarters and grappling type situations where you're trying to manipulate the body, move the body, and cut while you're doing it. So the SOC P isn't going to do that. It's not going to have that same ability. But anyhow, let's talk a little bit about the knife a little bit more. This is got a G10 handle, CPM 154 blade. It's flat ground. It's got a liner lock, big thumb hole, and wave feature, jimping on the back. Pocket clip that you can wear on either side, and if you're carrying a firearm, you may want to carry it on your opposing side. Now I got this one from Optics Planet. Right now this is the cheapest that I've seen. It's $175 on there. Normally this is like a $280 knife. So this version right here, $175, and you can use our discount code down below. Use that link and use our discount code, get another 15% off, and you're getting this knife for a really good price. So anyhow, let's talk about some techniques and kind of go over those for you. So let's talk about striking with the karambit, and this is like universal anti-karambit, and it can even be applied to standard knives as well. But we're going to just go to the major five of the you know, most Filipino martial arts. The other good thing about the Emerson, you can use it as like a brass knuckle type thing or hammer fist without having the blade out. Now this is a trainer. Make sure you use a trainer if you're going to, you know, practice or anything like that, because you don't want to cut yourself, put yourself at risk. But anyhow, we got your number 1 strike, which is going down from, you know, your collarbone across body. Then you come back 2 and go down. 3 is cross body midsection. I mean, or you could go throat if you want to, whatever, but just a horizontal. Then 4, and then a 5 is a stab. So you can, you know, use it with the blade, and you'll notice that whenever I hit my hand or my arm, people do that in Filipino martial arts. It's called rebounding. So instead of me swinging here and then coming back, use your arm to rebound to help, because you're using a lot of pressure when you're cutting to help guide yourself back across. So that's called rebounding, just in case you've ever seen Filipino martial arts guys do that. But you can also use the knife where you swing it out to the extended grip. So we have the ice pick grip, extended grip, And this is really secure. Like, it may not look like it, but I mean, it's really secure, and it's good for giving that extension on a blade. And that's another good thing about the Karambit. So you can be fighting like this and then extend out, and it's really good for getting those throat cuts. So you can do extended strikes as well. Some Karambits have reverse blades, which that's the good point of that. Or if it's a dull part of the blade, you can just strike somebody. Or you can also carry it in a standard grip. Now, some guys will say, hey, you don't use a retention ring like that. That's crazy. You have a retention ring, use it. There's no reason why you need to hold your knife like this when you got a retention ring. This is even unnatural in the hand. It doesn't feel right. So I know there's a lot of hocus pocus out there that says to do this. Do not do that. Use the retention ring. That's how it's designed to be used. And you can do the same thing like a typical knife, just with a curved blade. And so you can, do all those strikes as well. So that's the striking pattern. Now we're going to go over some defensive applications. All right, guys, so we're going to go over some techniques, and guess who's back? We've got Black Scout Commando Zach on the scene. It's been a minute. He's got a YouTube channel called Concealed Survival. Go over there and subscribe to that. He hadn't put out videos in a long time, but maybe if y'all go subscribe to him, he'll put out some more videos anyhow. So we're going to do some techniques for you. And we're going to start off with like some, straight stab stuff. Got the Karambit out, so guy's got a knife and he's going to do just a straight stab at me, and I'm a block. So let's do that again. So he's going to, and I'm going to slap, go slow. So I'm going to slap, and I'm going to take this arm and scoop and trap, and then cut the mixed section. So we'll do that again. So if he comes, I'm going to step out to the outside. Now that's important. Footwork is important. So we're going to step out to the outside of the body. So go ahead and then cut to the midsection. So now let's say he goes high. We're going to cut here, and then I can go to extended grip and cut across. I can go to his throat if I want to. Just like that right there. So we'll do it real slow. So I go ahead and hit here, trap here, go ahead and go extended grip, and then cut the throat. And I think I'm hitting right on his carotid artery, am I? Yep. So that could be deadly. We'll do that one more time and cut to the throat on that extended grip. Now that's the benefit of that extended grip. It gives me another, 8 inches. So go ahead and go, we'll get to that point. It's gonna be hard for me to do that here, but on that extended grip, and as I push him away. The next one we're gonna look at is defending against a number 1 slash. Somebody's coming to crossbody slash, and we'll also do a stab. And I'm also gonna show the empty hand technique for this. So if Black Scout Commando Zach gives me a number 1, you're gonna see I'm gonna block here, okay? And notice how my Karambit's up. That's for me to trap his hand to guide him here. And you notice I'm gonna immediately shoot my hand here. And the reason for that is so if I just do this, Zach's gonna cut my stomach, right? But so go ahead and give it to me again. And so here I'm gonna stop and trap his hand here. And now I have the button, that midi portion of the thumb. And I'm gonna pinch that. And from here, because it makes him loosen up his hands, I can take my knife and hit it there, cut his hand up if I have to, and then, do whatever kind of damage I need to him from that position. Now, if he gives me, you can give me a number, put in a stab reverse grip. So if he comes to stab at me, I can kind of do the same thing, trap around here, disarm here, shoot his arm across, and give him a, cut across the midsection. So we'll show that again. You give me that stab again. So I'm gonna block, and I'm gonna immediately bring the arm around, and I can go here, and I'm cutting as I'm moving through him. So that is a good way to defend against a stab. Now let me show you with empty hands how this works as well. So, and you can practice this at home if you don't have a Karambit. You get a Sharpie marker or whatever. If you give me number 1, I'm immediately going to do the same thing. I'm going to shoot out my hand, and I'm going to grab here. I'm going to transfer here. Now I grab his thumb, and I disarm here, okay? Now I'm going to show you how to, the number 1, if we can't get that disarm and then we go to a strike and then he stops the strike, what we can do to combat that. So number 1 again, we're going to do the same thing. And so now we're here, and I can't get that disarm, so I'm gonna go to a strike and he stops me, okay? Now that curved blade, that's where this is gonna come in handy, because now I can control that arm and cut at the same time. So what I'm gonna do is, since I have that button, now I'm gonna go ahead and disarm him with himself and trap him, and now I can do that cut. So do that one more time. So now I'm gonna grab that arm with that curved blade, I'm gonna shoot down, and I'm gonna grab across, and then I can cut, wrap him up, whatever. And you notice that, grab my arm real quick. And so you notice that right here, I'm trapping that arm just like that right there, so I can cut him, do whatever I want to him. All right guys, so that was a little bit of Karambit video. Make sure if you wanna get this Emerson Karambit to go hit that link below, use the discount code. Like I said, this is the cheapest that I've seen it, $175, no kidding, plus the 15% discount. Anyhow, all my awesome subscribers, hit that thumbs up. If you're one of those guys that shared your first kiss with your cousin, hit that thumbs down so we know who you are. Anyhow, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Also, we got new shirts in the store. Black Scout Commando Zach can show us right here, the Black Scout flag tee. Same one, we got a few different colors, so make sure you hit that link down there below, as well as the Liberty hats, and help support the channel. Anyhow, guys, thanks for watching. Take care.